Florida DMV written test with answers. What does the following sign mean? 1. Uneven lanes ahead. 2. Lanes merge ahead. 3. Narrow bridge ahead. The answer is 3. Narrow bridge ahead. The bridge is wide enough to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic, but with very little clearance. Stay in your lane. This sign warns that you are approaching a bridge, indicating you should slow down and use caution. What does this sign mean? 1. It alerts the driver about a nearing construction zone. 2. It is warning of an approaching hazard on the road. 3. It's for vehicles that drive less than 25 miles per hour. The answer is 3. It's for vehicles that drive less than 25 miles per hour. Slow-moving vehicles, farm vehicles designed for operation at speeds less than 25 miles per hour must display this sign on the rear when using public highways, not limited access/interstates. Also, these vehicles must only be operated during daylight hours unless equipped with the proper light/reflectors required for night driving. What does this sign mean? 1. Sharp right turn ahead. 2. One-lane road ahead. 3. Keep left ahead. The answer is 1. Sharp right turn ahead. Sharp right turn. The road will make a sharp turn to the right. Slow your speed and do not pass other vehicles. How many years will a DUI conviction remain on your record? 1. 25 years. 2. 50 years. 3. 75 years. The answer is 3. 75 years. Drinking alcohol and driving is so dangerous, the penalties are very tough. People who drive for drinking risk heavy fines, higher insurance rates, loss of driver license, and even jail sentences. A DUI, driving under the influence, conviction must remain on your driving record for 75 years. What does this sign mean? 1. Sharp turn ahead. 2. One-lane road ahead. 3. Slippery surface ahead. The answer is 3. Slippery when wet sign. Slippery when wet. In wet weather, drive slowly. Do not speed up or brake quickly. Make sharp turns at a very slow speed. A car's high-beam headlights must show objects that are how many feet ahead? 1. 150 feet. 2. 450 feet. 3. 250 feet. The answer is 2. 450 feet. High-beam headlights can reveal objects up to a distance of 450 feet and are most effective for speeds faster than 25 miles per hour. Drowsy driving causes which of the following? 1. Slows your thought process. 2. Affects your judgment. 3. All of the above. The answer is 3. All of the above. It is risky to drive drowsy because fatigue, being sleepy, can slow your thought processes and reaction time, affect your judgment and vision, impair your senses and abilities, and/or cause micro-sleeping, nodding of, or falling completely asleep. A diamond-shaped sign conveys what kind of information to drivers? 1. It signals a no-passing zone. 2. It tells drivers they're in a school zone. 3. It warns drivers of hazards ahead. The answer is 3. It warns drivers of hazards ahead. Diamond-shaped signs will warn drivers of existing or possible hazards ahead on the road. What information do brown and white signs tell you? 1. Scenic or cultural information, pointing out parks or places of historical importance. 2. 511 Florida Department of Transportation information. 3. Service information, telling drivers about presence of nearby hospitals, motels, gas stations etc. The answer is 1. Scenic or cultural information, pointing out parks or places of historical importance. All signs regarding parks, scenic areas, or places of cultural or historical significance are brown and white. Which of these is not a category of distracted driving? 1. Visual. 2. Audible. 3. Manual. The answer is 2. Audible. While sounds can create a distraction, the 3 main categories are: visual, anything that takes your eyes off the road; manual, anything that takes your hands off the steering wheel; and cognitive, anything that takes your thoughts away from driving. Florida's standard speed limit in a school zone is: 1. 15 miles per hour. 2. 20 miles per hour. 3. 25 miles per hour. The answer is 2. 20 miles per hour. Speed limits show the fastest speed you may drive under favorable conditions. You are responsible for adjusting your driving speed to the weather, roadway, and traffic conditions. When a road sign is green, it generally provides the driver with what information? 1. A regulation. 2. Direction guidance. 3. A general warning. The answer is 2. Direction guidance. Green signs usually indicate permitted movements and directional guidance. Brown signs, on the other hand, give motorists public recreation information and scenic guidance. What does this road sign means? 1. An intersection on the highway. 2. A school zone. 3. A railroad intersection. The answer is 3. A railroad intersection. Advance warning sign. This is usually the first sign you see when approaching a highway railroad crossing. Do not stop on the railroad tracks or within 15 feet of the crossing. On a two-lane road, solid yellow lines indicate 1. Passing is allowed. 2. Passing is prohibited. 3. Parking zones. The answer is 2. Passing is prohibited. Double solid yellow lines. Vehicles moving in either direction must not pass/cross these lines, unless turning left when it is safe to do so. You are driving toward a railroad crossing that does not have gates or lights. A train is approaching, but there might be just enough time for you to cross the tracks before it arrives. You should 1. Slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you. 2. Continue driving at the speed limit and see if you can make it across the tracks ahead of the train. 3. Speed up and drive faster than the speed limit, so you have more room to get across the tracks before the train arrives. The answer is 1. Slow down, stop at the crossing, and wait for the train to cross in front of you. As a safe driver, you may prevent a road collision. 1. By staying on the left side of the lane. 2. By making frequent lane changes. 3. By keeping extra space between vehicles. The answer is 3. By keeping extra space between vehicles. Maintaining a large enough following distance, the space between you and the vehicle in front of you, greatly helps avoid a collision with the vehicle in front of you. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react. Keep a minimum following distance of 4 seconds during favorable weather and traffic conditions. Increase following distance during unfavorable weather or traffic conditions. Hydroplaning is a result of 1. Tires losing contact with the road due to wet conditions. 2. Driving too fast in heavy wind. 3. Braking too hard on dry pavement. The answer is 1. Tires losing contact with the road due to wet conditions. Hydroplaning happens when your vehicle slides on top of a thin layer of water between your tires and the road. When your tires are not touching the road, you can easily lose control and skid. Tires with low air pressure or bad tread increase the risk of hydroplaning, and so does speeding. When a school bus stops and displays its red flashing lights. 1. All vehicles following the bus must stop. 2. You can pass if no children are present. 3. Vehicles traveling in the opposite direction on a divided highway don't have to stop. The answer is 3. Vehicles traveling in the opposite direction on a divided highway don't have to stop. If the highway is divided by a raised barrier or an unpaved median at least 5 feet wide, you do not have to stop if you are moving in the opposite direction of the bus. Painted lines or pavement markings are not considered barriers. You must always stop if you are moving in the same direction as the bus, and you must remain stopped until the stop signal is withdrawn. When you are driving on a multi-lane road, if another vehicle moves into your lane right in front of you, cutting you off, you should 1. Honk your horn and brake firmly, to quickly drop back from the other vehicle. 2. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. 3. Brake only if necessary to avoid a crash, and follow the other vehicle closely for a while. The answer is 2. Stay calm. Slow down if necessary to avoid a crash, and gently drop back to a safe following distance. The correct hand signal to indicate a right turn is 1. Hand and arm extended downwards. 2. Hand and arm extended upwards. 3. Hand and arm extended outwards. The answer is 2. Hand and arm extended upwards. If you want to go to a social event where you might drink alcohol, you should 1. Use public transportation or a taxi, if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. 2. Plan to drive home on back streets and roads with no traffic, if you drink any alcohol at the event. 3. Either of these. The answer is 1. Use public transportation or a taxi, if available, or arrange to go in a vehicle with 2 or more persons and agree that one of you will not drink alcohol. In Florida, a child under the age of secured in a federally approved child restraint seat. 1. 3. 2. 5. 3. 8. The answer is 2. 5. Florida law requires that all drivers, all front seat passengers, and all passengers under the age of 18 wear safety belts. Florida law requires children age 5 and under to be secured properly in a crash-tested, federally approved child restraint device. Drivers will be charged with a safety belt/child restraint violation if any passenger under the age of 18 is not restrained with a proper safety belt or child restraint device. What does this warning sign represent? 1. Trucks are not allowed on this road. 2. Beware of trucks approaching ahead. 3. Steep hill ahead. The answer is 3. Steep hill ahead. Hill/downgrade. Slow down and be ready to shift to lower gear to control speed and save brakes. Florida law exempts the following drivers from seatbelt requirements, except 1. Employees of a home newspaper delivery service. 2. Post office employees delivering mail. 3. Agricultural equipment drivers. The answer is 2. Post office employees delivering mail. Florida law exempts the following from the safety belt requirements. A person certified by a physician as having a medical condition that causes safety belt use to be inappropriate or dangerous. Keep a copy of certification while driving/being driven. Employee of a newspaper home delivery service while delivering newspapers. School buses purchased new prior to December 31, 2000. Buses used for transportation of persons for compensation. Farm equipment, and trucks of a net weight of more than 26,000 pounds. The maximum speed limit in residential areas in Florida is 1. 20 miles per hour. 2. 40 miles per hour. 3. 30 miles per hour. The answer is 3. 30 miles per hour. Speeding is against the law. You must obey the speed limit and you are responsible for knowing the speed limit when you are driving. Florida standard speed limits. School zones, 20 miles per hour, municipal, business, or residential area, 30 miles per hour, streets and highways, 55 miles per hour, and limited access highways, see page 34, 70 miles per hour. When you are driving at night. 1. You can drive with only your parking lights on, if you are in an area with good street lights. 2. You must not drive with only your parking lights on, in place of headlights. It is against the law. 3. You may drive with only your parking lights on, instead of headlights, if you are driving at low speed. The answer is 2. You must not drive with only your parking lights on, in place of headlights. It is against the law. Parking lights. It is against the law to drive using only parking lights in place of headlights. When a school bus is stopped with its red lights flashing on an undivided roadway, drivers 1. Must stop. 2. Should honk their horn. 3. May pass cautiously. The answer is 1. Must stop. Painted lines or pavement markings are not considered barriers. You must always stop if you are moving in the same direction as the bus and you must remain stopped until the stop signal is withdrawn. Before making a left or right turn, you should signal for at least 1. 400 feet. 2. 50 feet. 3. 100 feet. The answer is 3. 100 feet. You must activate your turn signal at least 100 feet before making your turn. Allow time for drivers around you to see your signal before you move. How should you maintain your speed when moving toward an exit ramp? 1. Keep the same speed when moving toward the exit ramp. 2. Do not slow down until you have moved past the exit ramp. 3. Slow down before moving on to the exit ramp. The answer is 3. Slow down before moving on to the exit ramp. When leaving a limited access highway. 1. Get into the exit lane. Most exits are from the right lane. 2. Activate your turn signal to show your intention to exit. 3. Slow down in the deceleration lane. Check the posted safe speed for the exit ramp. 4. Don't make last-minute turns into an exit. If you pass your exit, you must go to the next one. The danger areas around trucks and buses where accidents are most frequent are called 1. Dark zone. 2. Blind spots. 3. Empty spaces. The answer is 2. Blind spots. Blind spots are areas near the left and right rear corners of your vehicle that you can see in your rearview mirrors or with your peripheral vision. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share our channel.